It's fake!
This table, right, is a representation
Oh no.
of privilege.
Is it you awkward?
Why? Do I look nervous? No,
Why is the Chinese teacups ahead of Nelson Mandela?
It's not Chinese teacups.
It's just that once noticed, I'm very, very long-winded sometimes.
Okay. The typical stereotypes for Malays would be like lazy, stupid, I don't know, always doing crimes here and there. I don't know.
Gee, Eurasians, they just don't do anything, lor. Serious what? They just generally that's what it is.
I've never
what?
heard that before, honestly.
Drunk Indian men getting into fights. That's very much what I always hear.
That there are a lot of things that maybe people my race don't realize because we always sort of have the upper hand because that's the majority of us.
I mean, the generalization is what? Skate, play football, chase girls.
That's not specific to your culture.
I don't know, they always
That's
blame
like
me for that.
males
I'm like,
in
okay,
general.
fine.
It's that kind of ignorance that we were discussing about.
Oh yeah, we make a lot of curry as well.
I don't know, I think for me it's probably the Hungry Ghost Festival.
When it burns, the ashes fly everywhere.
I think that might be what people don't like.
And then they say like, oh, there's haze in Singapore, why are they still burning it?
Because I've never experienced it overseas, so it's a very Singaporean thing to me personally. I guess you could call it a little piece of home.
I think that's unfair, lah. You know, I don't think that someone should be blamed for prayer.
In the Malay culture, they have these void deck weddings and it gets super rowdy, super rah-rah, very loud, and I guess some people don't appreciate that sort of environment or atmosphere.
Actually, I love Malay weddings.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Which part?
I mean, the whole idea of like just being able to go in, have some really good food and
then get out.
leave whenever you want.
Fast game.
Yeah, I
Just
know,
go in
right?
and go
There's
out.
no like real responsibility to stay down there like the other places, you know?
Stereotypes also come from somewhere, and we can't discount the fact that they've learned it from someone, whether it's of the same race or whether it's of a different race.
One way to break stereotypes, I think, is to level up your consumption. Like, I think some people go for a low-level humor, like cheap humor. And because people want to consume that kind of media or that kind of content, then people keep making it.
I feel really uncomfortable when a certain race makes jokes about another race to me, just because I'm not from that race. It still makes me uncomfortable. Like, why do you think it's okay just because I'm not part of them?
And then on a general level, because we get exposed to such content and it pushes this kind of stereotypes.
Nowadays, I do try to speak up and tell them, nah, that's not right.
To me at least, even if it's very offensive or rude, that I have to respond out of love.
I'm coming from a minority. We come from a minority and we don't like it when others say stuff about us. But if we want something to change on the side of the majority, it would always have to start from what the minorities do as well.
After I learned that, I actually stopped doing, like saying little things like, oh, hey, where the Ang Mo? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not nice in a way.
It's still something we can build on and work on as we go ahead and try and acknowledge that we are different, but we are together.
I mean, if you hold a certain stereotype about a group of people, then you should get to know the person to see whether that stereotype holds true, right?
Your tagline
Yes,
is
we will change.
we will change.